So here's the real truth. The broke frequency is what got you into trading. You needing money is what got you here today. So you have to thank that avatar for bringing you here into the markets today to want to pick up this skill that will ultimately make you rich. But the thing is, this frequency that you're on is not the frequency that will get you rich. Because if you're tapping into the rich frequency, you would already be rich in whatever that you're doing. If you have been consistently losing in trading almost like it's a skill, it is not your fault. You have just been tapped into this frequency called the losing frequency. So you didn't create this, it's already a pendulum that is swinging and you're just the person who stepped into it. You know, the 99% that never made it in trading, they left, they found something else better. But in this energy field itself, they have left their trauma, their shame, their guilt, their fear, all in this realm. In trading, this system is designed to take from you. The charts get some, TradingView gets some, the broker gets some, everyone else gets some, and you are the last to be paid. There's two battles you have to face when you come into trading world. First, your own frequency, and secondly, the collective frequency. Let's talk about energy. In every single entity, community, club, or company that you join, there's already a preceding energy before you. You can just be hanging out with the right people and suddenly you're believing in yourself. It's not exactly the things that they say to you or the things that they teach you. It's more about the vibe that they carry in the collective that makes you feel more confident, more lucky, more convicted about the things that you are doing right now. So every belief has energy that is left behind. And what locks in place this energy is the emotional intensity. Well, think back, maybe there's a moment when you accidentally spilled, milk on the floor and your mom screamed at you saying like, oh, you're just wasting money, right? So in that moment, you have attached this really strong emotion into the topic of money and the topic of wastage. So now every single time you leave food behind on your plate, you get this emotional intensity replaying of what happened to you 20 years ago. It could be one emotional, intense experience that lock it in you for the time to come. So after all of the books that you have read, the podcasts you have listened to, and all the work you think you have done for yourself, the moment you step into trading, all of these same emotions are coming back to you again. And this time, you don't just face your own trauma, you're facing the collective trauma, because in every entity, the emotions stored within it is what is left behind. So not only you have to keep your own frequency strong, you have to challenge the frequency that's already here, which is the fear, the greed, and the broke mindset. And there's people outside of trading who actually care about you, and from their perspective and how they see this collective energy, they would constantly remind you how, oh, this is not gonna work out. I've met a lot of people who didn't work out for them. Don't waste your money all time. Trading is just gambling, blah, 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 blah. They are not wrong for feeling this way. They can only see what they are ready to see. So your job isn't to fight them. Your job is to listen without absorbing any of that negativity. So here's the real truth. The broke frequency is what got you into trading, right? You needing money is what got you here today. So you have to thank that avatar for bringing you here into the markets today to want to pick up this skill that will ultimately, make you rich. But the thing is, this frequency that you're on is not the frequency that will get you rich. Because if you are tapping into the rich frequency, you would already be rich in whatever that you're doing. And you can also see that when people succeed in something else and they bring that same mindset into trading, they find it way easier to make money through trading as well. But that's not 95% of us, right? That's not 95% of the people walking into trading. They don't have the rich mindset, which is why this preceding, entity, collective energy is so low because this is what it attracts. But it doesn't have to be you because now you know this secret. So the avatar that got you into trading, you can thank him, but now you can't wear that person anymore. You have to go through what I call the death, right? Every single successful trader that you know of, at one point of their journey, they had to learn to die and rebirth. And not just in trading, but anyone in life who is successful, they had to die. They had to let go of that previous avatar that is not serving them anymore. Death is scary, death is painful, but it is necessary. Pain is just a measurement that your old frequency is hanging on to that last hope to hold you where you are. It means that it's threatened. Think about the gym. You strive for 10 to 12 reps every single set. That first 7 to 8 reps is just to get you to that pain level, and from 8 to 12, that is when the muscles grow. That is when you change into someone else. Pain is just a measurement of your capacity. Pain shows you where you are expanding. But the suffering, that's a choice. So every time I face a certain kind of ego death or pain, I tell myself what you're going through is necessary, but suffering is a choice. The journey of trading requires you to be alone, but feeling lonely is a choice. Every situation is just itself. It doesn't have a good or a bad, but you get to put it in whether it's good or bad. You can either be happy about your time alone, or you could be suffering through it. If you are suffering the time that you spend with yourself and you can't stand yourself, how do you expect anyone else to stand you? So to get over the loneliness that I used to feel on my way to this version of myself, I read a lot of books, and sometimes those authors are not even alive anymore. I'm just reading the frequency that they left behind before they left this world. So whatever frequency that I leave today and whatever frequency that you're receiving now, it will live forevermore even when we're both long gone. This is the entity that we will be leaving behind just by vibing together. So whatever it is that you're doing, if you're spending the time to just feel good now, thank you. You are living the world a better place than it was before. But sidetrack, I'm gonna get back to the topic. So this shift that you're doing right now is a one-off thing. You go through this transformation properly, you only have to do it once. You won't be teetering back and forth between your old frequency and your new frequency because your ego death is done. You're like, this is not who I am anymore. I have decided, I am aware, I am able to observe every single thought that I bring into every situation I am, right? Wherever you go, there you are. So once you cross that line, going through the death and rebirth, there is no going back. We're humans, right? We're here for that human experience. So if you want to go back and forth just for your hero journey, for you to have a better story to tell, I won't blame you. I don't judge. We're all here for an experience. But just know that you are creating it yourself. No one is doing it to you. Once you get past this winning frequency and you know that this preceding vibration that I'm in is just a losing frequency, and everyone else who misunderstood my journey is just tapping onto what they don't know, it's fine. I just have to stay true to myself, and I know where I'm going, and I'm clear about where I'm going. And that is all. That is all I can control over. And the longer I can keep up with this frequency, the less and less those people are going to be around me. I don't have to fight. I don't have to push them away. Somehow, law of attraction will just attract more of the right people to me while pushing away the ones that I'm not attracted to anymore. Once you tap into this winning frequency, this is when you become skillfully lucky. In every single method of trading, there are always winners and losers. The only difference is how can you be the right person at the right time, taking the right trades and walking away when the market starts, messing up itself. That is skillfully lucky. So to other people, it looks like coincidence. You choose the right date, you make the right move, you choose the right session and the right risk to reward. But really, you're just living ahead of time. When someone is in flow with everything that they're doing, when they're so aligned with themselves, reality is just a lagging indicator, like the MACD or the RSI. But you are a leading indicator. You get to create your reality. And ahead of time, you can already tell when it's going to be a good trading day, a good trading session. So the present is just your past frequency playing out, catching up with you. And you as the leading indicator get to decide what kind of present that you want to see 3 seconds later. So your real self is already sitting in the future, waiting for you to catch up. The more you can tap into that frequency, the more you're pulling it into your current existence. But here's the catch. Every single hive mind, every single mass collective consciousness wants to keep existing, even if it means killing its own host. And you are the living entity right now, giving things life. So whatever belief that you hold on to, if it's not serving you, it is killing you. Think of some of the common beliefs in trading that might be killing your winning streak. For example, January is a bad trading month. The charts are not back yet. Everyone is still on holiday. There's a lot of people who are winning in January. Or women can't trade, they are too emotional. Women are actually better traders because they know exactly when to walk away. This method isn't profitable, this person is a scam. Every method can be profitable, I just have to be the right person at the right time. So remember, how you look at life is how life looks back at you. And when you can observe whether this belief is serving me or killing me, this is when you break out of the hive mind. This is when you break out of the losing frequency. So one last point that I want to make is be before you do. You have to be that successful person, and then the actions that follow are inspired, are what will put you in the right place at the right time. So when opportunity meets preparation, you are the first person that universe called upon to put you right around that corner of that coffee shop to meet the person that is looking for the skill that you already hold. Once again, your reality is a lagging indicator. It shows you who you were and not who you are becoming. So don't quit just because nothing seems like it's happening yet. The complainer never makes money in the market, and gratitude is the true currency. So how often do you actually give thanks to the things that you have around you? Because this is what the universe recognizes. It recognizes gratitude and it rewards you with more. So doing is the last step. You first have to be grateful. Be thankful, be in the present moment before everything that you ever wish for can come to you. So if you guys are looking for my trading method, head over to the link in bio. And if you want to see how I implement being skillfully lucky every single day, follow my Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!